this video, I farmed tokens in the new event and spent them trying to get the new Rumble skins. Want to know which fruits I ultimately managed to get? Watch until the very end and please comment which fruit skin have you personally managed to get. On this account, I managed to save up 1,700, but I also saved up on other accounts to spin several times. But let's go ahead and make our first attempt to see which fruit I'll be able to get. The good thing is that you don't get common fruits, but I hope I can get several different fruit colors. I think it would be interesting, so let's go for our first fruit, which turned out to be the light fruit. It's not what I wanted. Even so, this is just the first of many. And to try spinning one more time, I can't because I have to wait 2 hours. So I'm going to store all of our fresh fruits. This is another account of mine, and here I have another 1,500 tokens to test my luck. So let's talk to the various NPCs and see if I can successfully get the fruit on my second attempt. I truly don't know what the actual chances are of acquiring a skin for other fruits, because so far I've only ever seen the distinct Rumble fruit skin. I'm not sure if you can already get the portal fruit skin, because I saw that there are fruit colors in the inventory. What made me a bit sad now is that I got another light fruit. This is the second light fruit in a row. For someone who just started leveling up, this would be a good fruit, but it's not the fruit I'm looking for. On this account, I only have 500 tokens, so I'll only be able to spin once. Even so, it'll be quite interesting because perhaps this one particular time, this one single attempt, will be more than enough to finally get some noticeable fruit color. And I distinctly saw several different colors, but it ultimately ended up passing by all of them and landed squarely on the dark. It wasn't precisely the fruit I truly wanted, but at the very least, it's certainly not a light fruit. Just imagine getting 3 light fruits in a row. And the best part is that I managed to store it. This is another one of my accounts, and on this one, I managed to save up quite a bit. There are a total of 1,600 tokens, and I'm gonna spend these tokens in the first, second, and third world. I've already arrived at the cafe. Now I just need to test my luck with the token, and I hope this time I get the fruit. Out of all the chances I have, I hope that at some point I manage to get it. But no, the specific fruit I ultimately received was the light fruit. Once again, this is another one of my accounts that has 1,500 tokens, so I'll be able to spin 3 times in total. But I can still collect even more tokens after spending them here, so I'll be able to spin many more times. And the fruit I got now actually was the Quake fruit. This one is indeed our very first and also a truly legendary fruit. And now I realize that when you get the fruit and it does that animation, if you click on the screen, the fruit will do its special effect. So I'm going to take the opportunity to test the special effect of the next fruits. While I was looking for my other account, the event started and I'm already going to take advantage of it to farm tokens. Right now I still have 1,200, but it's good to keep farming because I don't think there's a limit, so the more I have, the better. And I also took the opportunity to log in with other accounts so I could farm as well. That way I can collect tokens on all of them. The event ended and on each of the accounts I managed to farm more than 500 tokens. That's a really good amount. This is another one of the accounts and I just farmed tokens on it, and now it has a total of 1,500. Before the event I had less than 1,000, so now I'll be able to spin 3 times and the fruit I'm going to get will be a mythical fruit. Actually, it's going to be the color of a fruit. And the fruit that ended up dropping was the rubber fruit. It didn't even come close to being a rare fruit. The effect of this fruit is pretty simple. I preferred the Quake one, but I was really disappointed. It's harder than I initially thought to get a truly good fruit and also good fruit colors. 2 full hours have already passed and I'm going to spin again to see if this time I can finally get the specific skin I'm hoping for. I'm going straight to it because I really truly hope I can get a genuinely good fruit, and once again either the light fruit or the dark fruit. And I'm sure I'm still going to get this particular fruit many more times. On this account I still have 2 more tries, but I'm quite sure I'll get the desired skin on this very attempt here, and the specific fruit I ended up getting was the Quake fruit. This is the second time I've obtained this fruit, but it's a truly great fruit, so it's definitely worth it. This is one of the accounts where I have the most tokens. Every time there's an event, I stay on the jungle island and I can defeat the NPC with just 1 attack, so it's easy to farm. And I already have 1,700 tokens to spin several times. And as soon as the next event happens, I'm going to join in. But now talking about our delicious fruit, let's see if I'm incredibly lucky, and wow, that was really close. It landed between the gravity fruit and the green Rumble fruit. I came really close to getting a mythical fruit or the colored lightning fruit, but the fruit I ended up getting was the ghost fruit. Another account that's also easy to farm tokens on. I don't farm on the jungle island, but here in the first world over in Skypia. So it's also easy to defeat the NPC, since this account is almost max level. And the delicious fruit we're going to acquire this time will be the bouncy rubber fruit, and right next to it, the vibrant yellow lightning fruit suddenly appeared. It would be really great if I could get that one. This account is a bit more complicated to farm on because it's here in the second world, and it's not on the first quest. It's it's on the island with the giant plant, so it's harder to farm, but still better than farming in the third world. And the fruit I'm going to get this time is the first different fruit. It's the eagle fruit, and its animation is simple. I thought each fruit would have a different animation, but it's the same thing. And the fruit I got, I'm going to go ahead and store it. A little over 2 hours have already passed, and I plan to get at least one mythical fruit in this video. What I really wanted were the fruit skins, but they're really hard to get. So if I managed to get a mythical fruit, I'd already be happy. But the fruit I got this time was the rubber fruit, and I think this is already the third or second time I've gotten it. This is already another account where I also farmed more tokens, but I only have enough to spin one more time. I'm going to have to farm to be able to spin next time. But the fruit I'm about to get now is indeed the fire fruit, and it's truly the very first time we've gotten this particular fruit. Now it's time for the Yeti fruit. I'm even going to use the transformation to see if that way I get lucky and hopefully get a really good fruit. What I truly want is the powerful rumble skin, but I'm already losing hope of ever getting this particular fruit, and the fruit I just got now was the rather common diamond fruit. There was no mystery with this one. I'm just going to store it and move on to the next fruit. Last time I used the Yeti transformation. This time I could use the Kitsune transformation, but I'm going to do it without transforming to see if I get lucky and get a good fruit. And my luck brought me the light fruit. And I don't even know how many times I've gotten this fruit already. Comment down below how many times I managed to get it by the end of the video. This is the last account. After this, I'll have to wait another 2 hours to be able to test my luck again. Wow, I have just enough to spin one more time. After that, I'll definitely have to diligently farm for a considerably long period of time to be able to spin again, and the specific fruit I'm going to acquire will be the powerful flame fruit, but I could have potentially gotten a magnificent phoenix or a delicious dough. But the fruit I ended up getting was exactly the flame fruit. Currently, I'm going to wait for 2 hours and do various events to collect event tokens. After that, I'll test my luck. It's been well over 2 hours now, and it's been a while since I farmed tokens, so there are accounts where I won't even be able to spin because there won't be enough tokens. But on my main account, I will be able to do so. Let's see what kind of fruit we actually get. Rumble fruit, rumble fruit, rumble fruit. It passed! I thought I wasn't going to make it. I managed to get the rumble fruit. I had absolutely no hope at all, expecting any fruit except this particular one. The physical fruit is truly beautiful and quite remarkable. It's a dark green with light green. I'm going to go ahead and store this fruit. I know the ideal scenario is to actually eat the fruit, but I plan to have all of them in my inventory as a cherished keepsake. Now I'm excited, so let's try to get the other colors. Imagine if I managed to actually get it twice in a row. I wouldn't be upset even if it was the same color. Of course, I truly want the yellow color to make it distinctly different, or even the purple one. But if I happen to get the green one again, I certainly won't be sad. But this time the fruit was the sand fruit. On the Yeti account, let's see which delicious fruit we are going to get now. I've already got an uncommon fruit, rare fruit, legendary fruit, and even the new fruit skin. But the only thing I haven't gotten so far is a mythical fruit, so if I got one I wouldn't be upset. But the fruit I ended up getting was the ice fruit. I'm going to store it and move on to the next fruit. On this account, I already have a lot of tokens. I've got 2,000, and I don't even remember farming all that, but now let's make the most of these 2,000 to get some good fruits. I think the idea here is not to expect anything good, because that way you might be surprised. And I wasn't really surprised in a good way, but it was close. There was a mammoth and a shadow right next to this dark fruit, so maybe I'll get one on the next try. This time I'm going to spin for the fruit in style. I've already put on my glasses, so let's now see which fruit I'm going to get. I don't even care if I get a rare fruit. Any fruit that comes, I'm already happy. I don't care much about it, and the fruit I eventually got was the amazing flame fruit. I tried to pretend I didn't care to see if I get a good fruit, but I ended up getting the flame fruit. Even so, I'm already really happy because I managed to get a rumble fruit. This is going to be the very last round, so let's see precisely which fruit I'm going to get this time. This will be the last chance to get a skin. We've already got the green skin, but it would be cool if we could get another one. Yellow is right here next to us, but we ended up getting the rubber fruit. There are some accounts where I couldn't farm tokens, so I won't be able to spin. This one is an example of one I can't spin on since I'm out of tokens. I farmed the entire event and managed to gather enough to spin one more time. So let's see exactly which incredibly delicious fruit I'm going to acquire on this particular try. I really hope it's a truly mythical fruit. It wasn't mythical, but it was rare. The ghost fruit isn't the best of all, but it's not the worst either, so it's still worth it. This is the last try and it's going to be on my main account. The chance of me getting something good is very low. Even so, I'm going to keep on believing, because at some point in time, I might actually end up winning. But in this particular case, I got the rubber fruit again. It truly wasn't what I had originally wanted, but even so, I'm really quite happy because I honestly thought I would spin several times and not get any fruit at all. But I already managed to successfully get the vibrant green color, and I definitely plan to get 2 distinct distinct colors of each and every fruit, because that way I'll have one in my inventory and the other I can easily equip to switch skins whenever I desire. For the skin to come here to the inventory, I absolutely need to eat the fruit, but I don't plan on eating it anytime soon whatsoever. But that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll bring another video spinning the token until I manage to get all the colors. Watch the next video. I'll see you there.